Rouen was born of the waves. In fact, the waves decided the foundation of the Norman capital. While the cattle strut about, Normandy is chiefly a cattle-raising country. Life is pleasant here since sea, river, and soil join forces to develop its resources. It is also the land of apple trees.
Au pays normand, pays de la pomme, le moindre repas semble savoureux. Grâce au beurre blond, aussi bien consomme, aux au lait bien vite prévu. Fille de bouche, prenez la commande, moule de Villerville, pleurant pour l'oignon, andouille de vire et sole normande, se parant de crème et de champignons. Bien grasse, mais pourtant à la mode, voici des tripes à la mode de Caen. Recommandez qu'on vous accommode, riche de goût, un poulet au blanc. Il est bon repas, pourtant sans fromage, ici tout fromage est mieux que du Flandère. C'est pieusement qu'il faut rendre hommage à tout pont l'évêque, à tout camembert. Pendant le festin, cidre qui pétille, mais dans les flacons un éclat vermeil. Et pour terminer, le joyeux quadrille, un vieux calvados rempli de soleil.
Along the somber screen of the forest, the silver stream bears a long succession of barges, which by the tide move against the current. The waves die away as we reach the docks of Normandy's capital, on the spot where long ago the founders of the city landed. The incarnation of throbbing life, of men cooperating with each other, for Rouen is primarily a giant human beehive on the banks of the history-laden Seine. The forest descends from the neighboring hills, for Normandy is primarily an immense forest, punctuated at 3 points by 3 abbeys. The Abbey of Saint-Vandrille, with columns rivaling the soaring treetops, is the only one that is still inhabited. These Gothic vaults still resound with ancient chants. The forest opens again upon the Abbey of St. George of Boucherville, of which only the Romanesque church remains. Today it serves as a parish church for the village of Saint-Martin. Finally, Jumièges, the martyr abbey. Unceasingly destroyed and rebuilt, it finally succumbed to the fury of the Revolution. Its ruins amid the Norman countryside are a stirring testimony to past glory. In their shadows, herds of sheep graze peacefully, symbol of Rouen's wealth. In fact, wool and the Seine River have given Rouen great economic power. That is why during the Middle Ages, the grateful city engraved upon its coat of arms the Paschal Lamb. The city is born, and it is a capital city. From this aged belfry have sounded tidings of sad and pleasant events, while the solitary hand of the big clock told the time of day. Enriched by commerce, the burghers of Rouen summoned artists to embellish their dwellings. By the side of wooden houses appeared stone mansions with sculptured facades. The Hôtel de Bourgerolles is a charming example. Parliament House of Normandy, today the Palace of Justice, is a masterpiece of civil architecture of the day. The Gothic facade of the inner courtyard is famed for its wonderful sculptures. The stairways, calm and orderly, are in contrast with the summit of the edifice. From the slope of the roof, great dormer windows detach themselves, joined by a balustrade bristling with pinnacles and flying buttresses, which form a frieze of incomparable elegance. Streaming through the stained glass windows, sunbeams bring light to this ancient Parliament House. In the background are statues of justice and force, a stone Christ between them. Above, a sculptured oak ceiling deploys the fantasy of sunken gold panels, ornamented with light pendentives. No matter where we wander in this picturesque old city, we see the cathedral spires piercing the sky. This immense edifice emerges from an ocean of roofs, revealing itself here more than anywhere else as the true heart of the city. Its facade reflects the tendencies of centuries, which little by little have fashioned this gem of beauty. Above the portal is a nation of stone saints and sages. While at the center there bursts forth a fairyland of lacework in stone. Filtering through the arched windows, the light reveals the admirable tombs, that of Louis de Breze. Above, he is pictured caracoling on his battle steed. Below, he reposes, stretched out as death laid him low. Diane of Poitiers, his celebrated spouse, weeps beside him. This work of great beauty is attributed to Goujon. Another masterpiece of the Renaissance is the tomb of the Cardinals of Amboise. These celebrated prelates, generous benefactors of the cathedral, are depicted with all the virtues surrounding them. Above, a delicately worked canopy appears against the window. The portal of the booksellers owes its names to the book vendors who formerly sat in the stalls carved in the cathedral walls. From the summit of the spire we discover old Rouen, including the church of Saint Maclou, marvelous poem carved in stone. Formerly it was bordered by a most sordid court of miracles. And so the church, as it soars toward the sky, is a perpetual act of faith and hope. Although this quarter has been humanized, it nevertheless remains, with its winding streets, a curious bit of ancient Rouen. Gustave Flaubert has described the old street known as the Water of Roubec, which he called an infamous little Venice because of the blackish brook which flows between the houses. Even today one makes picturesque encounters here. Finally, the original decorations of the windows recall that the port is not far away,